what is the love that exists in movies? What does that look like to you?
Like cheesy romantic love.
So what would a guy do to fall into that category?
Honestly, I'm not like hugely materialistic person, but those little touches do make it kind of like a movie. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like the gifts, the thoughtfulness, handwritten letters, roses, like it's just cutesy stuff. But I wouldn't call myself like the most materialistic girl in the world.
I have a question for you. You said like some of the cutesy stuff, handwritten letters, flowers, etc. At any, for example, and you're 29, at an earlier point in your life, did you ever have a guy ever do anything like that for you, get you the flowers, kind of any romantic gestures?
I did.
Were you turned off by that?
No.
When you were younger?
Like I said, I was very focused on my career, and my entire high school career, I didn't even date or touch anybody. The first time that I even had my first kiss was, I think it was like 19 or 20. So before that, I was not, like, the male species didn't exist to me, basically, because I was very focused on school, and my parents basically, I mean, they pretty much kept me in a jail cell, and I wasn't allowed to do anything.
A jail cell?
Yes.
It sounds like you had a very strict upbringing.
I did, yeah.
I have a question. So when did your parents feel like you should go pursue a relationship now? Because first you said they were wanting you to focus on school and career. When did they say, okay, it's time for you to get married?
They think now's the right time to do that. Like, on my timeline, they think that I should actually not, you know, they think
Holy
that right
shit.
now is a
Wait,
good
hold
time.
on. Yo, stay safe. Thank you for rating. He's a Twitch streamer. Yo, stay safe. Thank you, man. By the way, guys, we're going to have Stay Safe on the show on Tuesday. That's going to be a good show. Stay Safe is a Twitch streamer, and he's a fucking World of Warcraft Chad. Solid Warlock player, too, by the way. Just saying. I don't know if you're still playing Warlock, but... Okay, sorry, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah,
Thank you, Stay Safe. Appreciate it, man.
They think that this is like a good time now, because for them it was always about like financial independence. It was always about like being on your own 2 feet. It was always about like achieving. Like, I come from parents that are like very much into achieving your goals and like being a go-getter, being aggressive, like,
right.
You know?
So it's kind of hard to just switch. Like, they
yeah.
want you to focus on school and career, and then all of a sudden, you know, switch your mentality and find the motivation and time to now pursue relationships. So I think they can give you a little grace, maybe.
Maybe, let's see. But probably not, because they move at a very fast pace, and if they kind of decide something, then they want to like see the result. And that's kind of how it worked out for me, like in my life. Like, everything has moved really fast, you know, for social media or for like getting into my dream school. Like, life moves fast. There's like basically no, like, there wasn't like much of like a time lag.
Based on what I've seen, like, I don't think you have a ton to work on. I think you are pretty like pleasant and feminine, you know, and warm. So
have you ever slashed a guy's tires?
No, I've never done that.
I just wondering. Tegan, you had something? Go ahead.
Yes. Do you think that your parents' relationship leads by a good example for what you're looking for?
No, I don't think it does. That's not what I want, but I do love that they end up together all the time. Like, even after they've been divorced, that they're together now, and like it's a forever type of love, and there's like extreme loyalty. Those are like good things. Like, I can pick up the good from what they have, but there's also a lot of bad that I see, and I definitely don't want to like emulate that in my relationships.
Have your parents corralled any options for you, like, in case you need that backup for arranged marriage? And also, do you think it's possible to find the one via arranged marriage at all, or no? Because you could still have that romantic aspect. I'd say it's actually more likely you'll find someone with those traditional values who will court you through that marriage. I'm
not against arranged marriage necessarily, but honestly, if it's a right match, like the vibe's right, I don't think that it would feel weird. I don't think it would feel forceful, but I do think that, you know, that I would have to like date the person first, get to know them, but it would be, I mean, I'm open to that if it's the right match.
Did your parents have an arranged marriage?
They did. My parents had arranged marriage. Did. And it was, yeah.
Anybody else here at the table, their parents had an arranged marriage?
Your parents? Are you Indian?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Indian.
Are you, Farah, are you open to an arranged marriage?
I mean, I'm always open to having options presented for me. That's kind of just wingman. I wouldn't want them to coerce me into it, but you know what I mean? I don't think there's anything insidious with just showing, you know what I mean, potential pairings.
If I had someone in mind for you for an arranged marriage,
Would I marry them and
Could I-
become their second wife?
usually it's the parents that do the arranging of the marriage, I think, but
You can throw the options at me. I'd like to know.
you want, okay, maybe I'll throw something in your direction too.
Yeah, my DMs are open for certain people.
So just going back to the movie thing, so just show of hands here, who has had, anyone here had someone buy them flowers from a romantic, like, let's say not in a long-term relationship, but like early on, like first date, second date, maybe third date, someone's, show of hands, you've been bought flowers early on. That's impressive. Tegan, nothing.
No,
Rip,
not
R.I.P.
early on.
Yo, RIP's in the chat for Tegan. Okay, so I need to offer goats. What? Okay, are you talking about a dowry? Hello? Isn't it usually the woman's?
The
offers
woman's
the
family
dowry?
has to do that. If it's super traditional.
What's your dowry?
But things have changed now, and this is the United States, so it's like.
Is there a dowry?
Not necessarily.
Any-
It would depend on the family.
I need at least a dozen cattle. I need farm equipment, so there's got to be at least a tractor, a plow.
If you were given
Get me in
away your
touch with your
daughter.
dad. I'll see what I can do.